What's up, everybody, and welcome back with me again today on this beautiful Sunday over here on the east coast of Virginia Beach. That's right. I did a little live stream earlier with y'all going to Home Depot, buying my dog some food because you are just an expensive fat pooch. That's right, Lucy. Anyways, hey, can you believe someone said Lucy's getting annoying to them? I don't care if she is or not. Okay, this is a beautiful creation made strictly by the hands of God. That's right. Lucy, love you, baby. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed that little live stream earlier to Home Depot and get my dog some food and stuff, man. You know, I wish I could keep some of these live streams up here, but unfortunately, you know, a lot of stores and stuff like that have the music playing, and I'm not trying to get smacked with 90 copyright strikes worldwide. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you ever happen to click on the notification I had a live stream and the video's not there, that's why. And also, I got a few things I'm going to talk about at the end of this video, so let's go ahead and jump straight into the topic, and that is dry snitching on the streets or in prison or jail, okay? You know, everyone tends to upgrade over time, okay? I'm talking about you as a person, and that includes snitches, okay? Snitches tend to upgrade as well, okay, and they try to perfect the art of snitching. That's right, and they call it dry snitching. Dry snitching is where you tell on someone, even yourself, without knowing that you're doing it, or knowing that you're doing it, inconspicuously telling on someone without telling on them, okay? For instance, let's say you're at work in a cubicle and someone took a 2-hour lunch break and the boss walks past and you say to that guy, hey, I didn't know they were doing 2-hour lunch breaks now. You can't say stuff like that in front of the boss, man. That's dry snitching, okay? Or another, I've had times where, you know, in the beginning of me and my wife's relationship, we weren't allowed to have Facebook and social media and stuff. It was just throwing a lot of stuff in the game. I know people with relationships understand what I'm talking about. And one of her friends said, hey, yeah, I saw Josh's Facebook. It had some pretty cool pictures of PlayStation and stuff like that. You know, but she was trying to dry snitch, you know what I mean? But my old lady knew that I had that profile, okay? It was strictly for gaming. But she was trying to get me in trouble, that sneaky little friend of hers. Dry snitching. Dry snitching, that's right. You can uplift something. You can say, oh man, you know, uplift a certain object or whatever they're doing in front of the wrong person, and you know, it's dry snitching, okay? Now let me tell you something. One of the most #1 things I've seen done in prison or jail when it comes to dry snitching, okay, and it always tends to backfire on the person, and a smart person knows how to handle it and fix a solution later, okay? Let me give you a scenario of one of the main ways I see it in lockup. Let's say 2 inmates are about to fight. Okay, first of all, dry snitching, you ain't got to say nothing. If you want to fight someone and you fight them in, let's say, the main area, the lobby of the cell block, okay, the day room, wherever you want to call it, if you decide to start fighting someone there, that's pretty much dry snitching because you know that the police are going to see it. You know that they're going to rush in there and stop the fight. Okay, so if you're going to fight someone, don't do it in the day room of a cell block or in the wide open because that is considered snitching for real, for real. No one fights like that. If you're going to fight, fight like a man. Go in a cell, close the door, put up a sheet, do something. Okay, it's just a little boxing match, that's it. You ain't going to die from it. Don't be scared now. I mean, some people could, you know. There are people out there dying from one punch. So be careful if you ever happen to get in fights. I'm not saying to uplift fights or anything like that. I'm just telling y'all stuff that happens in the prison system. Now check it out. I remember this one time this guy came into the cell block and he was kind of new. He didn't know anything about the system at all. But you could tell he was in the streets a little bit, but he didn't know anything about the system. He was new to jail and all that, okay? And when these guys were about to start fighting, okay, the new guy and a veteran at doing time were about to start fighting. And the new guy, even though he was new, he still had common sense because he didn't get loud, he didn't get rowdy, he was just being quiet and humble, ready to fight until the police came in. When the police came in to do his rounds, he started yelling and saying, come on, do something, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? Right in front of the police, okay? That's dry snitching. It doesn't make you look more gangster because you're talking smack in front of the police when they're coming through. No, it makes you look like a freaking dime dropper, okay? People that fight in jail or prison, they do it quietly. They say, hey, let's go in a cell and handle our business. One person's walking in, the other person's walking out a little later than the other one. You know what I mean? So yeah, this guy, he started getting all rowdy, hoo-hawing around when the police came by. He started looking like a straight gangster in front of everyone. Everyone could read right through it. Lucy, stop snoring. Stop. Everyone could read right through this guy trying to be all gangster in front of the police. Now this is where it turned around and bit him in the butt, okay? This guy, hold on a second. Hold on, man. Lucy, get on now. Go. I can't stand her snoring sometimes, man. It drives me insane. So anyways, this guy bit him in the butt because the guy that he was trying to fight, he said, hey, you got it, you got it. And the police pulled him to the side. Said, is there any problems? He's like, nah, man. The guy just got angry. And the guy was thinking that the enforcer was the weak guy, when really it was the guy screaming and hollering that was the weak one. Okay, you see what I'm saying? The enforcer was quiet and playing the humble role in front of the police. He said, nah, I don't need to lead the block or nothing. I'm good. You know what I mean? And as soon as that police left, wow. Looked like an onslaught of fists, kneecaps, elbows. It was unbelievable, man, to tell you the truth. But, you know, you can't really duck something like that. If you're going to get all rowdy like that in front of the police, you better be ready to tell them to take you out of the cell block, because as soon as those police leave, that guy is going to beat you even harder for even trying to dry snitch in front of him, in front of the police like that. And that is the #1 way that people dry snitch when it comes to being in lockup, man. They like to get all worked up in front of the police like they're going to really save them all the time. They ain't going to save you most of the time, I'll tell you what. Especially if that person knows how to handle talking to the police in the right way. He's going to get his hands on you sooner or later. And, you know, another way of dry snitching, it could be you call your friend. All right, your friend on the phone in jail, and your friend says, hey, man, remember that one time you broke in that car and put the gun to that guy's head? That's dry snitching. Even though he don't mean to say it, he just dry snitched on you, and that phone call is recorded. You might be through booking. You know what I'm saying? There's all kinds of different situations to, you know, scenarios of dry snitching. And a lot of people, they do it sometimes without even knowing. You know what I mean? You know, I've seen guys, like at Toys R Us the other day. I went to Toys R Us and he said, hey, I didn't know that we could, he said this to one of the manager guys walking through. He said, I didn't know we could take the baby seats off the stand and buy those. You really couldn't. You know what I mean? There's one or two that you couldn't take off of the stand, but he saw someone doing it, so he pretty much just dropped dime on this guy for trying to take a baby seat or a crib, whatever it was, off of the shelf that's not boxed up. You see what I'm saying? So even if he could or couldn't, the guy was pretty much dropping dime on him, man. It was messed up, and I looked at him like, dang, man, for real? You know? So there's dry snitching everywhere you go, and you got to be careful who you talk to or who you're around, man, because I'll tell you what, a lot of people, man, they just like to see people get into drama and mischief, and they're preying on people's downfall. So yeah, dry snitching is out there. Snitches are upgrading their mental mind state, okay? They're becoming smarter at what they do best. Always remember that. Now that we got snitching, dry snitching out the way, let me show you a few things, okay? Okay, I got this from Home Depot today. I'm really going to be turning my makeup, I'm going to make a video. See that? That's an on and off switch, button switch, that I'm going to attach to my homemade prison tattoo machine. I'm really going to make this thing official. I'm going to start doing more tattoos with it. And I think it's just awesome to see a tattoo done with a single lighter spring needle. It's absolutely magnificent, man. And I'm going to make it look professional, you know what I mean? So it's going to be fun showing y'all how I really make a nice homemade tattoo machine. And also, check it out, y'all. Got this today. Can't see because of freaking lighting in the background, but it's Glenn, Walking Dead, man. He's alive and well over here in the death compound. I need to get, what's his name? Rick, man. They never have Rick in stock. But yeah, I just wanted to make this quick video for y'all today, man. And always remember, the patron, okay? Patreon.com. It's in the description of this video. I put a lot of good content out there, man. I'm talking about content that I can't put on YouTube. I can really speak my mind. I'm really trying to tell as many people about this because it's really a nice way to talk and get closer to me as a person. And you know, some of the I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Loot Crate. Loot Crate was going on. It was a big thing back in a couple months ago. Is when I was really hearing it, is when every month you get a package in the mail full of goodies of like you know, your favorite Aliens, Predator, stuff like that. Anything, Capcom, Marvel, any of that stuff. You don't know what's gonna come. And at the end of the month, you would get a little crate full of goodies. You're paying a monthly subscription for it. And one of my tier packages on Patreon is that. You know, I'll send you some awesome stuff because I live right next to this antique mall that has tons and tons of toys and pictures and memorabilia from anything that you can think of. Movies, games, anything, anime, anything, man. And I'm going to start making my own personal loot crate for my OG subscribers. That's right. There's different tiers, though. You ain't got to get that one, but that is one that I'm looking forward to doing and shipping out some amazing packages. But even with the lowest tier available, you will get all the content, videos, and you can give me ideas of what you want to see on video, anything. So go check it out, man. Patreon.com. I mean, you pay for cable from your cable provider, you pay for internet, you pay for cell phones, you pay something for the things that you love to have or support, okay? And that's basically what that thing is, okay? It helps people to pay a little bit of money to get some of the great information, stories, and merchandise from me, Mr. Death himself. That's right, it's going to be coming straight from the Death Compound. Now, that's about it, man. I'm going to work on this other video, too. I'm dropping 2 videos for y'all today. The next one, well, y'all see exactly what the next one is, but I think y'all are going to enjoy it. So stay tuned. I'm going to be uploading it immediately after this one.